What's good, internet? If you're watching this video, chances are you just want to know about the YN600 Air by Yongnuo, which is a really good LED light with a really long name. I've had this light for a couple of months, and if you're starting a YouTube channel or if you already have a YouTube channel but you're looking to improve the quality of your videos, then this light is perfect for you. I've had it for a couple of months, and I want to go over some of my favorite things about it and how I've liked it, and also some stuff that you're not gonna know just by reading the Amazon listing. So let's talk about it. The first thing that you gotta know before you hit purchase on Amazon for this light is that it comes in two different versions. There's a bicolor LED version, and then there's a single color LED version. The bicolor will give you the option of either 3200 Kelvin or 5500 Kelvin, but if you have it on either one of those color temperatures, you're only gonna get half of the LEDs. So if you wanna get the full range and all of the brightness, then you need to mix those two color temperatures together, which will of course change the color of your video. So if you're looking to get the maximum brightness, then you're gonna wanna go with the 5500 Kelvin version, which is what I have here. It's not a big deal, just something to know. The second thing that you'll want to know is that it can run on batteries, but I would not recommend using batteries with this light. Having to have batteries charged up all the time takes away some of the flexibility that you'd want if you're using this in a studio or in a YouTube setup, because you won't just be able to turn it on and use it for as long as you want. You'll need to make sure that those batteries are charged up, and I've gone through that. It's kind of annoying. Having a wall plug is way better. You can always go back and buy batteries later if you really need them or you want to use this outside, but I would recommend go with the wall charger. There's a package on Amazon that comes with the wall charger. That's way better. It's much simpler and easier. Make your life simple. Get the wall charger. The final thing that you'll need to know, maybe the most important, is that the light has a 1/4 screw on the bottom, but it has no mounting hardware. You're gonna have to get a light stand and maybe some kind of extra umbrella stand or something like that in order to use the light to its fullest potential. You can't really set it on things. It doesn't have any kind of bracket or way to attach it to anything. You can use that 1/4 screw, but that's really it. So make sure you get a light stand, make sure you get a wall charger, make sure you get the right color temperature, and you're gonna be set. So with those three things out of the way, let's talk about how I've been using this light, why I really like it, and why I think it's a great addition for anybody who has a YouTube channel and wants to upgrade their lighting setup. So with those three things understood, I think that this is a great light, and the number one reason to get it is because of how much output it can provide. If you turn up both sides of the LED panel, you've got 192 LEDs, and they get crazy bright. Especially on this version where both are outputting the same temperature. If you turn it up to 100%, it is very hard to look at it. It can add so much light to a room. If you use it as a fill light, you can just point it at a reflector or point it at the ceiling, and it will bring up the light level in your room with no problem at all. If you're in a huge warehouse or some kind of massive room, maybe not, but if you're in any kind of moderately sized room, it can be a fill light and just add a ton of light to your room, so you don't have to use really high ISO, and you can get better performance out of your camera. On the other side of that, if you use it as a key light like I'm doing now, you can set it pretty low, and if it's fairly close to your face, it will work amazingly. Since this is the Air version, it already has a milk diffuser built into the light, which does bring the output down a little bit compared to one that wouldn't have a milk diffuser, but seriously, you'll never know the difference. If you turn it up to 30 or 40%, it's gonna look great. It'll output soft light right out of the box. You can point it straight at your face, use it as a key light. You can dial in the right amount of output. You can use your color temperature on your camera in order to kind of get that to look correct, and you're good to go. You may not even need any lights in the background or any kind of practicals. This light functions as a key light amazingly. I would definitely recommend getting it instead of some of the other more popular key lights as a starter, because it's so cheap and you can always use it for something else in the future. So here's just a quick breakdown of the light increasing 10% all the way to 100, and you can kind of see exactly how much output it can provide. Seriously, if you turn it all the way up, you can't really look at it. You're gonna need sunglasses. So this is all the way up to 100% brightness, turning up each side of the panel 10% at a time. I have been using this light with an umbrella added in front of the milk diffuser that's built in. Of course, you don't need that. It does have nice soft lighting straight out of the box. So this is what the light looks like with no umbrella. So it is not as soft, but it's definitely usable. And this is at 30% brightness on both sides of the panel. So I would turn it down a little bit if I was gonna use it without the umbrella, but it still looks pretty good. Definitely no issue. You could just turn it on, use it straight out of the box. Another thing that I really like about it is that it puts off almost no heat whatsoever. It maybe adds a little bit of heat, but if you're in a small room, it's really unnoticeable, and you can have the light extremely close to your face or close to your subjects, and they're not gonna be uncomfortable, which is really nice if you've got it plugged in the wall and you're recording for 5, 10, 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes. It's really not gonna make you uncomfortable whatsoever. You can just turn it on and start recording and you'll be good to go. So using it as a key light, low heat is a great thing, and this delivers on that. The final thing that I really like is the fact that the light is not very heavy. So you don't have to buy heavy light stands or heavy duty equipment to hold on to the light. In fact, I mean, you could probably get the cheapest light stands on Amazon and this light won't be a problem putting it on there. I would say even though it's lightweight, it doesn't feel cheap or it doesn't feel like it's going to break. It seems like it has an interior metal structure that holds it together, and then there's just plastic on the outside. But for this price at around $100, I think that's pretty reasonable. It doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. There's almost no flex in the light whatsoever. So as long as you don't drop it or hit it or beat it up excessively, I think it's gonna last a pretty long time. And you can just throw it on any light stand, point it at you, and you're good to go. I have no issue recommending it to anyone looking for a light. If you're searching on Amazon like I did and you see this light, just buy it. It is great. As long as you get a light stand and as long as you have that wall charger, you're gonna be very happy with it. No problems with it whatsoever. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, then get friendly with that like button below. If you really are looking for more lighting, check out the video that I did last summer about the baby brother of this light, the YN300 Air. And if you love all of that package, then think about subscribing to my channel. I'm gonna keep making videos about technology that I love to make videos with. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Later.